It's a great ball game, folks. These two teams, Mid-State and Carolina, both undefeated and untied, have been battling it out here to determine which will be the top college team in the nation. Here at halftime, Carolina still leads by a score of 12-7.
You're not too sure where the play's going? Wait till it starts to develop before you move. It's better to give them a couple of yards than to give them a touchdown.
Fellas, I don't know exactly what to say. You played heads-up ball this first half, and I'm proud of all of you. You're up against a fine team. Maybe they're a better team than you are. Oh, I don't think so. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I didn't teach you enough to win because I thought you were good enough to do it on your own. The defensive team made a few mistakes that cost us a couple of touchdowns. Benelli, this is your day, son. You called a perfect game so far. Just keep it up. Keep them off balance and play for the breaks.
Yes, sir. Time's up, Coach.
I guess that's all, fellas. Same offense as started.
All right, let's go, gang.
You better win this one, Hotshot. We blow this game, and you don't make All-America.
You know me, Gronsky. I always win them in the last minute of play.
Yes.
I got some bad news for you.
What is it?
I just got a call from one of the papers. Nick Benelli's folks were killed in a bus wreck about 50 miles north of here this morning.
That's too bad.
Yeah. You want to tell him, or do you want me to?
I'll tell him. After the game.
But Clipper...
After the game. This is one I'm going to win, and I can't win it without him. What difference does an hour make? They're dead, aren't they?
The big stadium clock is stopped with 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds, and this season will be history. Mid-State still trails Carolina 12-7. Mid-State's ball. The defensive team is leading the field. The offensive team is coming on. Benelli is still in the quarterback. With only 30 seconds to go, can he pull this one out of the fire? The Mid-State Rooters seem to think he can.
What's it going to be, Wonder Boy? You heard him. They want a touchdown.
You're going to give it to him?
You tramps give me a little help for a change. 44-3. And if you block real good, I'll get you raised next season.
I heard they froze our salaries at the pre-army game level.
Ready? Ready. Ready. Set. 1, 2, 3.
There's your football game, Flipper, and your All-American.
Yeah.
Yeah, now all you got to do is tell him his folks were killed. Great game, Nick.
Thanks, Mr. Hardy. Thanks.
Nick, this is Lee Stacy of the Birmingham Star.
Lee.
Sam Garney.
I know you, Benelli. Where'd you learn to run like that, Nick? Dodging cops. I used to be a pickpocket.
What do you mean used to be? Those linebackers give you much trouble out there?
The worst trouble I had was trying to dodge my own interference. They made more tackles on me this season than all the opposition put together.
Wasn't for Gronsky and me, he'd never get off the bench.
That's right. Every time they foul up the game, I got to go in and win it for them. Come on, cut it out. I just hold my hand. Gronsky!
I need to rub them.
Come on, McMahon.
Bronsky, McManus. Cut it out. That's enough of that kidding.
Who said we were kidding?
Let him up.
Sure.
Come in the office, Nick. I want to talk to you.
What's the matter with you?
He's a tramp.
Nicky! Cut it out. You're going to muss the hair.
Let me look at you. You out of condition?
Nah, but I'm going to start working on it.
Say, I've been saving these papers for you. You made 5 out of 6 of the All-American teams.
What happened to the sixth one?
I guess they don't like sophomores.
You got a room for me?
Sure, same one. Complete with 2 guys who came in a couple hours ago looking for you.
You know them?
No, one of them played 4 years of ball for him.
Clipper Colton.
The name sounds familiar.
That figures.
Nicky, I'm sorry about what happened to your folks.
Hello, Nick.
Hi, Nick. Just came by to have a little talk with you.
You could have saved yourself a lot of trouble and stayed home.
You had a little time to think about it, Nick. You sure you won't change your mind about quitting school?
Not a chance, Clipper.
We know how you feel about your folks, Nick.
Do you?
Sure. It's tough having a thing like that happen, but leaving school, that's not going to change anything.
You're making a mistake, son. Look at it from a realistic angle. This is your chance to cash in on the publicity Hardy can give you.
Sure.
A couple of years, you can write your own ticket. You can pick up a lot of money in pro ball when you get out of school.
Money isn't going to change anything either.
Oh, well, it's not just the money, Nick. Think of the recognition. Well, you're throwing away an opportunity 10 million guys in this country give their right arm for. Well, you're an All-American. That's important.
What's important about it?
I don't understand you, kid.
There's no reason why you should.
I've been a good friend of yours, Nick.
Don't give me that, Clipper. You'd be a good friend to a snake if he could play quarterback.
You don't mean that, son?
Don't I? You cheap glory-grabbing heel. You wouldn't even tell me when my folks were dead until you had your football game on ice. They were dead, Clipper, my mother and my father. But it didn't make any difference to you. Now get out of here, both of you.
We won't ask you again, Benelli. This is your last chance to come back. Tomorrow I won't know who you are.
You don't know who I am now. Get out.
How are things, Clipper? How do you like that? Played 4 years of ball for him, and you don't even know me. What did the Rover boys want?
They wanted to raise my pay.
I thought they looked kind of mad. How much did you hold them up for?
I told them to blow.
Yeah, sure. Say they had anything to eat?
No, not since this morning.
Let's go down to Giovanni's tonight. You know, he still cooks the best spaghetti in town. I'm buying.
I can't. I got a date with a guy named Carter.
Carter? Where's he coaching?
He's not a coach. He's a guy that gives away scholarships in architecture at Sheridan University.
Hey, isn't that the deal you turned down when you got out of high school? The one your old man wanted you to take?
That's right. Now I'm going to see if I can get it back.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. You know, I told you a long time ago that Glory Road don't lead nowhere. Look at me. I and Mike Marola. All-American 2 years, All-Pro for a couple of years after that, and now what? Clerk in a flea-bag hotel. You know, the only thing that stays with you, kid, is what you got up here. The trouble with me was that I didn't have nothing up there to start with. It would make your old man real happy to know you're going.
Would have made him real happy 2 years ago. He might still be alive, too.
You don't want to think like that, kid. It ain't healthy.
Come on, beat it, will you? I got to take a job.
Okay. See you later.
Right. What's the tariff? $360. You sure you didn't make a wrong turn someplace?
Why?
This joint looks like the state capitol.
What'd you expect, a pup tent? Here's your 40 cents.
Buy yourself a new hack.
Oh, thanks. Don't let it scare you none, Mac. Walk right up and ring the doorbell. The worst you can do is get thrown out.
Mr. Carter?
Mr. Carter's not in the habit of answering the door. May I inquire the nature of your business?
I have an appointment with him.
Your name, please.
I'm Nick Benelli.
Step inside, please. Mr. Carter's waiting for you in the library.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to meet him here.
The library, sir, is a portion of the house. Mr. Benelli.
Hello, Nick. I'm David Carter.
How do you do, sir?
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Would you care for a drink?
No, sir.
Well, what was it you wanted to see me about?
A couple of years ago, I applied for one of your scholarships in architecture.
Yes, I recall. And if I remember correctly, we awarded it to you and you refused it.
That's right, sir.
Go on.
Well, I guess there's nothing else to say. I was just wondering if it was possible to get it back.
What made you turn it down originally?
Well, you see, I made all-state quarter my last year in high school. And when I graduated, a lot of colleges were making offers if I'd play football for them. I thought I'd make some fast money and help my folks.
Well, what made you change your mind?
They don't need my help anymore, sir. They're dead.
I'm sorry.
That's all right, sir. There was no way you could have known.
I think I should explain to you, Nick. I'm not the final authority on scholarship awards. The university passes in your qualifications. You'd have to make out a new application and submit a transcript of your grades. If you'd care to do that, I'll be glad to recommend you for consideration.
Well, I couldn't ask for any more than that.
I'll have my secretary mail you the application forms.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, sorry, Dad. I didn't know you were busy.
Come on in. I'd like to have you meet Nick Vanelli.
Nick Vanelli.
This is Hunter Cameron.
Hi, Nick.
Hunter. Zip Parker.
How do you do, Nick?
My son, Howard.
Vanelli?
Hi.
It's quite possible that Nick will be going to Sheridan next year.
That's wonderful. What's wonderful about it? Means I'll be sitting on the bench next season. You see, I quarterbacked the team last year.
Well, you won't have to worry. I'm not going out for football.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Nick. I'd be looking forward to seeing you play.
That won't be part of the deal, will it?
Of course not. I don't believe in athletic subsidies. I merely assumed you liked the game.
With all due respect to Zip, he'd be a big help to the team, Nick.
Wouldn't be much help to me, though.
From everything I read, I wouldn't think you need much help. I was under the impression you won the conference championship single-handed.
Let's just say they wouldn't have won it without me. I've got to be going, sir. Thank you very much.
It's all right, Nick. I hope the scholarship works out.
Yes, sir. So do I. Good night.
Good night.
It's nice meeting you, Nick.
Right.
See you again, Nick.
Goodbye.
Now, there's a real modest character. If I could play football the way he does, I'd be a little conceited, too.
You'd probably have the good taste not to show it, Hunt.
Well, that's being rather unfair, Howard. After all, this is strange to him. I think he's a little scared.
Scared? With that haircut? He'd have to be a brave man to appear in public like that.
What's wrong with you, Howie?
You're not really going to recommend him for a scholarship, are you, Dad?
Why shouldn't I?
Well, he just wouldn't fit in at Sheridan. The clothes he wears, the way he talks.
I'd like to remind you, Howard, that everyone hasn't been fortunate enough to enjoy the advantages you've had. That's a fact you might keep in mind in your associations with other people. If Nick is awarded a scholarship, and I hope he will be, I shall expect you to help him in any way you can. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Nick.
Mike, what are you doing up here?
I got something for you.
Bring it over.
You come and get it. Well, you know, if I'd known you were going to be up this high, I'd have sent it by carrier pigeon.
What is it?
It's a letter from the Scholarship Foundation.
Hey, give me that.
What's it say?
They gave it to me, Mike. I'm supposed to report for the fall term next week.
That's great. That's real great, kid.
How you fix the dough?
Oh, they give me everything but spending money, and I've got a little put away for that.
You don't want to go short, you know. I got a couple of clams in the bank.
If I need any, I'll let you know.
It's going to be a far cry from this. A working stiff one day and a gentleman the next.
A load of the city slicker.
Hey, mister,
You talking to me?
you're new around here, aren't you?
Yeah, why?
It's my duty to inform you that you're treading on sacred ground. No underclassmen are allowed to sit in this hallowed circle.
You ought to put a sign on it.
Come on your feet.
Wait a minute.
We have a rebel, Mr. Ames. Will you bring the persuaders? Mister, you have violated the sacred precincts of the upper classes. The penalty is 3 licks. Now, kindly assume the angle.
Why don't you grow up? Hey, and you, put that board away or I'll make you eat it.
You heard him, gentlemen. This is treason.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
If you're good enough to get off my chest, young man, I'll give your apology some consideration.
Yes.
What's the meaning of this?
Wanting tradition, sir, this neophyte was sitting by the pool.
Perhaps I'd better take care of it, Mr. Pomeroy.
Yes, sir.
It seems to be one of our quaint customs to punish any underclassman who has the temerity to violate the sanctity of this hallowed circle.
How was I supposed to know it?
It's a very good question. One that I won't attempt to answer. What's your name?
Nick Benelli, sir.
Oh, yes, one of our Carter scholars. I'm Professor Banning, Dean of Men.
How do you do, sir?
I'll be in my office at 3 o'clock, Mr. Bonelli. Good day.
May I help you?
I'm supposed to see Professor Banning.
Your name, please.
Nick Benelli.
Oh, yes, the professor's expecting you. You seem to have broken the school record. Most of the boys don't get in trouble until they've been here 3 or 4 days.
What do they do? Shoot me?
Well, we favor the gas chamber. Go right in.
Sit down, Mr. Benelli. You may smoke if you wish.
No, thank you.
Oh, I forgot. You're an athlete. Football, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
All-American at mid-state. That's an important title, Mr. Benelli, to some people.
You don't like football?
On the contrary. You see, I've always considered the Athenian Stadium to be one of the most beautiful and complete forms of architecture ever designed by man. If football didn't exist, there'd be no honest excuse for employing people like me to design and build these things.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Professor, but you told me to bring these in as soon as I finished with them.
Thank you, Sheriff. That form of architecture is outside the realm of our discussion, Mr. Bonelli.
Yes, sir, but it's sort of a good example in its field.
Seems the older I grow, the less appreciation I have of anything except buildings. Here's a list of the classes you'll take. English, industrial design, math, physics, and so on, and the books you have to buy. Tell me, why do you want to study architecture?
Well, I don't know exactly. Maybe it was my father. He was a stonecutter in the old country. When I was a kid, he used to take me walking on Sunday, just to look at the buildings. He'd talk about how someday I would design them and he would build them. Doesn't make much sense, does it?
Makes a great deal of sense. I just hope you have the fortitude to stick through the hard work and the imagination to do something with what you learn. One thing, at Sheridan, even football players study. You get no special consideration.
I'm not asking for any. And I'm not going out for football.
You're not?
What's so funny about that?
Mr. Bonelli, I presume you've already gathered that Sheridan is a university built on tradition. Traditionally, football players play football. You're not supposed to do the unexpected here.
I'm sorry, but that's the way it's going to be.
May I offer one small bit of advice? I'm quite certain that your life here as an undergraduate is going to be much more enjoyable if you have a certain amount of tolerance for our customs and beliefs. It will be much easier for you to conform to the college rather than expect the college to conform to you. To begin with, I suggest you get a haircut.
Is that all, sir?
I think that covers the field quite thoroughly. Good day.
Do you think he will?
Will what?
Get a haircut?
Ordinarily, I'm not a gambling man, Sharon. But I'll lay you a little 6 to 5 he doesn't.
It's a bet.
Hi, Howie.
Hi, Hunt. How are you, boy?
Fine.
Nice seeing you, Howie. Nice to see you. Hi, Smitty. They let you back in school?
Yeah, on probation for a year if I keep my grades up.
You stay away from that waitress down at the pewter mug, and you'll have plenty of time to keep him up.
But don't worry, I took the cure down there.
Yeah, he took the cure. He's seen her every day since he got back. You know, Howard, you ought to talk to her again.
Well, I'll go down and see her tonight.
What do you want me to put the bear? Take it around in. Coach!
Hey, man, how are you?
That's
Coach.
me.
Why'd the delivery truck? The athletic department finally fire you?
With the kind of talent I've got to work with around here, I've been expecting it just any day. Thanks for the lift, Joe.
Happy to do it, Coach. Say, are you going to let me sit on the bench this season?
This is all the material I've got to work with. You can play halfback.
I don't suppose that new rule change is going to hurt you much.
Nope, we really never had a big enough squad to play 2 platoons anyway.
Well, I'm a straight defense man myself. I don't run so good in offense.
I got a whole team just like that. Well, I suppose you gentlemen have been working hard all summer to get in shape for football season.
Why,
Naturally, Coach.
And I suppose you ordered 2 kegs of beer to boil a ham in. 2 hams. Well, it sure is a pleasure to see you all enjoying yourselves.
You want to come to the party tonight, Coach?
No, thank you. You have your fun tonight. Practice starts tomorrow. I'll have mine then.
Hey, what happened to you?
Just what you're thinking. I got hit.
Who did it?
Some character by the name of Benelli.
The All-American?
All-American what?
I'll let you figure that out for yourself.
You know, somebody ought to do something about that guy. He's a menace to society.
You got any ideas?
I got a lot of them, but they're all against the law.
Hunt invited him to the beer bus.
Are you out of your mind?
Every club on the campus is going to make a pitch at him. Why shouldn't we make the first one?
Let somebody else have him.
He plays a real good game of football.
He told us he wasn't going out for the team, remember?
We can talk him out of that.
It's your idea, Hunt. Do anything you want to.
Dear old Sheridan, founded in 76, was opposed to the Redcoats and their politics. The professors were teaching that men should be free of oppression and taxes on tea. Now the Redcoats resented the Patriots' rule, so to teach us a lesson they set fire to the school. You know why the college is still standing here. We put out the fire with our tankards of beer. Let's drink to the loyal sons of Sheridan, the loyal sons of this and every year. A tankard of beer is our favorite cup of cheer. Have a beer, have a beer, have a beer.
Gentlemen, let's post the guard.
It's an Awful waste of good beer.
Oh, come on. You can at least be polite about it.
You seen our football schedule for this season, Nick?
No. Vernon, Dartmoor, Jefferson U, Eastern Tech, Blair, Mid-State.
Yeah. You need a breather before the game with Army. We're it.
I'm glad I won't be playing.
Then you haven't changed your mind about not playing this year?
No.
You mean you're not going out for the team?
That's right, Casey.
But why?
I just don't want to play football, that's all.
We don't pay high enough salaries at Sheridan. Or maybe you think you're too good to play with us, Benelli.
You're going to disappoint a lot of people, Nick. Everybody in town's been looking forward to seeing you play.
I'll live through it.
If you're worried about your studies, you can forget about it. Practice doesn't take up too much time.
I told you once, I don't want to play football. Isn't that enough?
You still think you can talk me into going out for the team, Hunt?
If that's the only reason you asked me here, I guess I'm in the wrong house.
What other reason would we have?
Oh, knock it off, Howie.
Why should I? If he wants to be a heel, let him be one.
Somebody told me when I came to Sheridan, things would be different. But they didn't tell me in what way. That's for the beer.
All right, Cleopatra. Go wait on the customer. Dames.
Hello.
Hi.
Something I can get for you?
Yeah, I'll start with the beer.
You from the college?
Yeah, why?
We have to be sure you're over 21 before we can serve any alcoholic beverages.
And how am I supposed to prove it?
I'll take your word for it.
Okay, I'm over 21. Now do I get the beer?
Of course you do, honey. I was just teasing you.
You still are.
When's beer ready?
Sit down.
Look, don't tell Eddie about being from the college.
Why?
This place is off limits for students. He tries to keep the kids out.
It shouldn't be much trouble.
You like music, honey?
Yeah. Have a drink with me?
Well, I'm not allowed to drink during working hours. I'll be off shift in 15 minutes, though.
I'll wait.
They haven't got any house rules against dancing.
Well, then let's.
I'm Susie Ward. Who are you?
Nick Benelli,
You're the football player.
ex-football player. You're home around here?
I was raised on a farm about 20 miles north.
Well, what are you doing in a dump like this?
Looking for a future?
A future?
Why not? Most these Sheridan boys come from wealthy families.
Well, if you picked me, you picked the wrong guy.
What are you afraid of?
You?
Why?
I know trouble when I see it.
How could I cause you any trouble?
By doing just what you're doing right now.
You know something?
What?
You don't act like most of college kids.
You know something? I'm not.
Maybe that's why I like you.
What's the matter?
That fellow who just came here.
What about him?
He doesn't like me.
He doesn't even like himself.
Susie, could I speak to you for a moment?
I'm sorry I'm busy.
I won't take up much of your time.
I suppose it's about me and Smitty.
That's right.
Why don't you stay out of other people's business?
Now, look, I don't want to cause any
Beat
trouble.
it. The lady don't want to talk to you.
Stay out of it, Benelli. You don't know what it's
And
about.
I don't even care. Now hit the roll.
This is no concern of yours.
Stop, Mitty.
get killed? I'm calling the cops.
Police department, send the ride
Nick,
squad.
you gotta get out of here.
Fight
He
it,
called
team
the
'em up.
cops. No, go the back door.
I thought you were having a party over at the Sentinel Club. How'd you come to wind up at that joint, anyway?
I had a good reason for being there.
What was it?
I'd rather not say.
You were aware that the pewter mug has been declared out of bounds for students?
No, sir. I came back to school yesterday. That's a new rule since last semester.
I suppose we can excuse you on that score. That still doesn't alter the fact that you were arrested for disturbing the peace. And I can assure you that the faculty members and the president of the university are apt to frown on the practice of students spending night in jail. What were you fighting about?
I got in an argument with Benelli, and he hit me first, sir.
You told us that before.
Mr. Manelli's here, Professor.
Send him in, please. Good afternoon, Mr. Bonelli.
Good afternoon.
This is Mr. Campbell, the head of the athletic department.
Hello, Nick. How are you?
Hi. Howard, you already know.
Yeah.
Mr. Bonelli, I gave you some advice yesterday concerning our customs and traditions. I'd like to amplify it. We choose to believe that Sheridan University is a cultured institution and that our students are inherently gentlemen. From your actions, I'm under the impression that you're trying to turn it into a Roman arena. In the 30 years that I've been connected with the school, I can't remember any other student who managed to get into 2 fistfights in 24 hours.
When was the second one, sir? The Donnybrook that you and Howard staged last night.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why, that will do, gentlemen. We'll have no fighting in here. In view of Mr. Bonelli's statement, Howard, would you like to change your story?
No, sir. Benelli's lying.
That's a rather serious charge.
I can prove it. All you have to do is ask the waitress and the bartender down at the tavern.
I've already asked them.
Well, what'd they say?
They said the room was so crowded at the time they couldn't identify anyone.
Crowded?
Under ordinary circumstances, I'd feel it my duty to expel you from the university. Out of consideration for your father, I'm going to give you one more chance. You'll be on disciplinary warning for the remainder of the year. You may go, gentlemen. One at a time. What do you think, Herman?
I think it must have been a pretty fair country fight. They both weigh about the same.
You know, I think I'd like to be around when they finish it.
So that coach came in and heard him, you see?
Hi, Casey. Hello, Nick.
So long, Casey.
See you later. Meet you after class, Casey.
I guess they had to get to class. You better join him, Casey. I don't want to ruin your social standing.
Oh, look,
Go
Nick.
on, beat it. Beat it.
Why don't you give us back our football, mister?
Sure.
Say, you're Nick Benelli, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
I'm Wizard Lewis, quarterback for the East End Terriers.
Nice to meet you, Wizard.
You want to come over and meet the gang?
Yeah.
Say, let's show those kids something, shall we? You run out there and cut your right, and I'll throw you a pass.
Okay, Wizard. Ready?
Okay.
All right.
What'd you want to do that for? He was running with a ball, wasn't he? Don't you know who he is? I've never seen him before. That shows how ignorant you are. He's Nick Benelli. My old man says he's the greatest college back you ever saw. My old man says he's a phony. Without the platoon system, he couldn't even make the team. You want a punch in the nose? Why ain't he out for the team, then? He's got his reasons. I hope we didn't hurt you, Mr. Benelli.
No, you shook me up a little, but I'll be all right.
I know it's asking a lot of you, Nick, but we've got a pretty important game coming up Saturday morning. Do you suppose you could give us a few pointers?
I'd be glad to. Come on. Who are the linemen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. What formation are you running from?
Single wing. We used to use a T, but the Cards started playing, and they never win a game, so we changed over. Want us to run through a couple of plays for you?
Mm-hmm. Hey, what position does he play?
Second string quarterback. It's his football.
Come on.
Go,
From
guys.
now on, you're the assistant coach. Hi.
Hi.
Time out for a few minutes, fellas. I'll be back.
Girls, that's mush stuff. You ought to be a real killer with that head of hair.
Having fun?
Uh-huh. It's a little tough on the wardrobe, though.
You're supposed to go home and change clothes before you play after school.
When I used to play Saint Ball, I only had one change.
Did you enjoy playing then, Nick?
Oh, sure. We had a guy in a block by the name of Iron Mike Marola. He used to come down and coach us. What are you driving at?
Well, nothing. Asking questions is a bad habit of mine. I like to know things about people.
Well, there's nothing to know about me.
Are you going to the game Saturday?
I doubt it.
Why not?
I don't like football.
But you just told me you used to have fun playing it.
That's different. It's like those kids out there. They're having fun because it's still a game.
Well, when does it stop being a game, Nick?
When you graduate from high school and you start playing it for money.
Was that the only way you could go to school?
Oh, no. I had a scholarship to go here. Both my mother and dad wanted me to take it.
Well, now that you're here, they must feel awfully proud of you.
They got killed in a bus wreck on their way to see their all-American son play the game of football.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about? They're dead.
I'm not sorry for them. I'm sorry for you.
You don't have to be.
No, I don't have to be. I prefer to be. How many people in school have you told, Nick?
Nobody. It's nobody's business.
It explains a lot of things.
What things?
Why you won't go out for the team.
Look, I came here to learn something. I haven't got time for anything else.
Some of these days you're going to learn how wrong you are.
Hey, killer! Time's up!
Excuse me.
In case you tuned in late, this is Tom Harmon coming at you from our broadcasting booth at Carter Stadium. It's late in the third quarter of this traditional game between Sheridan University and Vernon College. It's Sheridan's ball, fourth down, 7 to go. They're back in punt formation.
Where do I go, buddy? First row and to your right. Slumming, Ben Ali?
Yeah.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming.
Looks like I haven't missed much.
Back off, two. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3.
Did he do something wrong?
He did everything wrong. Look, when you fade back to pass, you've got these blockers for protection. They call it a cup. Now, he had plenty of time if he stayed where he belonged. But no, he's got to step out of it, and he gets smeared.
Did you ever make a mistake when you were playing?
Not one like that.
Then it's a shame you're not out there.
Ready, set. 1, 2. Run with it, Parker. Run with it.
For the anticipated back to pass, couldn't find a receiver, and got cleared for a 10-yard loss. And there's the gun, and that's the end of the ball game with the final score. Vernon 20, Sheridan 14.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you, sir.
The boys looked pretty good out there, didn't they? Good.
Mr. Benelli was just explaining to me what they did wrong.
Well, first game of the season, you can't expect too much. Oh, have you seen Howard? I asked him to look you up when he arrived.
He did.
Good. By the way, I'm leaving for Europe soon, so I'm having a party for some of the boys at Howard's Club tonight, if you'd care to come. You can bring a date if you like.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I already have a date.
Well, I guess that lets me out. Thank you for the ticket, though.
Well, come down anyway.
No, I've got an idea you can have a better party without me.
What did he mean by that? I think he meant just what he said. Well, is he in some sort of trouble? Isn't he getting along in school?
Scholastically, he's getting along fine. Socially, he seems to have alienated the entire student body.
Quite an accomplishment in so short a time.
He worked hard at it.
Can't you help him, Carl?
I'm an architect, not a psychiatrist.
Nick! Aren't you speaking to your old friend?
I didn't know I had any.
That could be your fault. Sit down.
Why aren't you working? What'd you do, get fired?
I get a night off once in a while.
Don't you get enough of this stuff without hanging around when you don't have to?
Well, I was supposed to meet a fella here. Only at the last minute, he got invited to a party at the Sentinel Club.
Why didn't he take you with him?
He couldn't do that. This is a real high-class affair.
And what difference does that make?
I guess you don't know these people, Nick. They're not like you and me. I wouldn't know how to act.
Would you like to have dinner with me?
Sure. Where'll we go?
Sentinel.
The Sentinel Club? Are you kidding? We get 5 feet inside the door of that place and we both get tossed out.
There's only one way to find out.
Well, fire us all back. I've been thrown out of bigger places.
Believe me, the whole thing was a fake. Absolutely. I don't know how long it's been going on.
I like that. By the way, Herman, what do you think of our prospects this year?
Well, for the most part, the boys look pretty good. Of course, if you could get a hold of a quarterback for me that could run, kick, pass, had some brains, we might do all right.
You have the best quarterback in the United States going to school here.
Yeah, I know, but he doesn't want to play football.
Have you tried talking to him, Herman?
No, I feel if he doesn't want to play, I just don't want him on the squad.
I think I understand.
Howie. Look who's here.
Uh-oh. I gotta get out of here.
What's the matter with you, Smitty?
I broke a date with that girl tonight. I'll see you later, huh?
But you got a date with me.
I'm glad you changed your mind, Nick.
Thank you, sir. Miss Ward, this is Mr. Carter, Howard's father.
How do you do?
Pleased to meet you.
Mr. Campbell.
How do you do?
Professor Banning.
It's a pleasure, Miss Ward. I've heard of you on several occasions during the past year.
You have?
Yes, indeed. I believe you're now rated in second place to the original school charter as things to see on the campus.
Why second place?
I'm beginning to wonder about that myself.
I'll be right back. Excuse me.
Won't you sit down?
Well, Coach, I see you got the season off to a good start.
Well, we're not good, but we're consistent. We lose most of them.
Hiya, Sharon.
Hi, Nick.
Nice party, Howie.
Did you have to bring Susie?
I thought you'd have a good time.
Well, I guess you owe her that much. She did you a favor that night at the tavern.
You must have been pretty stiff, Howie. I wasn't even near the place.
Would you dance with me, Nick?
You won't mind, will you?
You look awful young to be Howard's father.
Thank you, Susie. At my age, compliments of that nature become increasingly rarer and dearer.
Are you the Mr. Carter who gave all those buildings to the college?
Well, my father and grandfather gave away a few.
You must be awful rich.
Reasonably so.
Are you married?
Not right at the moment.
Oh, that's too bad. You must get pretty lonely sometimes.
It has its compensation. Oh, Howard, do you know Miss Ward?
Sure. Would you like to dance?
Yes, why don't you, Howard?
You know something?
What?
You don't act like most of college kids.
You know something? I'm not.
Why did you bring her?
What's wrong with that?
You wanted to embarrass Howard, didn't you?
Yeah, I suppose so.
When are you going to give it up, Nick?
Give up what?
Hating the school. Trying to pretend it doesn't matter that you hate it in return.
Do you know any reason why I should like it? They've given me the silent treatment ever since I got here.
Well, you asked for it.
I asked for it. All I said was I didn't want to play football. Is that a crime?
It wasn't what you did, it was the way you did it. You were an important person on this campus, Nick, even before you arrived. The school had a place for you, but you didn't want any part of it. They'd have understood why you didn't want to play if you'd given them the courtesy of an explanation.
It's none of their business.
I think it is.
Well, then what do you want me to do? Get up in front of the student body and apologize?
No, that wouldn't do any good.
All right, then, you name it.
Play football for them.
Oh, you're going to start that, too.
Not for the same reason. I don't care if the team wins or not. I'd just like to see you happier.
Well, what does that got to do with football?
Well, it might make you a few friends.
Friends? The ones that like you because you can carry a football further and faster than somebody else?
You're wrong. They respect you for that. They like you for other things.
Then why bother?
Because it's a place to start. You've come a long way in the wrong direction. It's a longer way back, but you have to start someplace.
I wish I never heard of the game.
Oh, that's not true. You didn't kill your parents, Nick, and football didn't kill them.
Who says it did?
You do. You've been telling yourself that ever since it happened, whether you know it or not. Oh, it's true. You can't live with regret, Nick. It's too lonely.
Come on, we better go back inside.
Nick, there's a tradition concerning this walk. It's known as John Alden Lane. You're not supposed to walk your girl down it and not kiss her.
That's a tradition I may grow to like.
Gentlemen, our humble but honest little squad is being honored today by a visit from one of the gods of the gridiron.
This is no visit. I saw you guys play last Saturday and decided you needed a new backfield. I'm it.
You heard him, gentlemen. Let us greet him in a manner befitting his exalted state.
So long, almighty carrier of the ball. 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 So long, almighty carrier of the ball.
Looks pretty natural to me, flat on your face. That's the way you spent most all of last Saturday afternoon. All right, on your feet. Let's get out on the field.
All right, now we want to try an alternate to our 57 pass. Starts just the same way, with both ends break out sharp to the right, and the halfback stays in the flat. You understand it? All right, let's run it.
Come on, let's get him.
Nelly. Yes, sir. Go on in at quarterback.
Right. Let's see what an All-American looks like without anybody to help him.
57A on 3. Ready. Break.
Back him up, baby boy.
53. Ready. Set. 1, 2, 3.
I don't think these guys realize what a hot shot you are.
I'll bring my press clippings out tomorrow.
All right, try it again.
Let's go. Third play.
Back him up now.
53. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3.
Try it again.
Don't worry about it. We all have our bad days.
All right, the same play. And if you guys don't know how to block, I'll take time out and teach you. On 3. Ready, break. Ready, 53. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3.
What do you think, Dutch?
He runs real good. But if he ever tried that in the ball game, I'd kill him.
All right, everybody, come on up. All up. In all the years that I've been coaching, this is the first time that I've ever seen a team try to make a player look bad. There's just no room on this squad for any personal quarrel. If I see a man deliberately miss a block again, he's going to sit on the bench for the rest of the season. All right, let's run it again, and let's run it the way it ought to be run.
It's a beautiful day, and this stadium is jammed. Off their showing last week against Vernon College, Sheridan will go into this game the underdog. The Whitmore team is already on the field. Well, you have to give those Sheridan rooters credit. They may not have a winning team, but they're behind them all the way.
And the Sheridan squad is coming out of the tunnel onto the field.
I don't need to tell you, man, that Dartmoor is no setup. If you plan to win this game today, you've got to give it everything you got and play a lot better football than you did against Vernon last week. All right, let's go get him now. What do you say?
What's Mississippi win business? The last place I played, the coach put a gun in your back and said, get out and win or I'll pull the trigger.
You're playing with gentlemen now, son. You'll get used to it.
Sheridan won the toss and elected to receive. Poland will kick off for Dartmoor, and back in the receiving position is Zip Parker. That's the surprise of the day. Nick Benelli, the All-American transfer from Mid-State, is on the bench. Maybe that's sound strategy on the part of Coach Herman Campbell. Benelli's a product of the two-platoon system and hasn't played defense. Well, they're lining up for the kick.
It's going to be a long afternoon, Coach.
I thought you said he was going to play. Well, that's what it said in the papers.
Ready, set. 1, 2, 3.
Sheridan was offside on the play. Dartmoor refused the penalty.
28 pitch out on 4. Ready, break.
For a pass head, and the way Parker calls them, he'll give it to him.
Ready, set. 1, 2, 3.
You're not going to spoil your record, Coach. You're going to lose this one, too.
Parker's kick went out of bounds. It's Dartmoor's ball, 1st and 10 on their own 24-yard line.
I guess my old man was right. Under the new rules, he just couldn't make the team. Oh, they're just saving him till they need him. If they don't need him now, they're never going to need him. We busted our club treasury to see this. If we had a good day, we could beat him ourselves.
they want you. I was beginning to think you were hard of hearing. Okay, Benelli, go on in.
I'm going to heave a pass over Benelli. He never played defense in his life. 25A on 2. Let's go.
I told you he was going to play. Putting him in on defense. The greatest way to lose a ball game I ever heard of.
This crowd is going crazy, and so am I. Benelli picked off Eckert's pass on the dead run and went all the way. That boy can really carry the mail, believe me. Well, Sheridan's back in the huddle now before the try for the extra point.
I forgot to ask, who does the kicking on this club? Or do I have to do it myself?
I do.
Okay, on 3. Ready, break. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3.
Don't worry about it, Howie. I'll get you another touchdown.
Why did Nick do it himself?
You think he'd have made it?
Well, certainly.
It's late in the third quarter, and Sheridan is still trailing by 1 point. The kick that Carter missed after Benelli's touchdown may be the deciding factor in this ball game. It's Sheridan's ball, 2nd and 8.
All right, let's stop fooling around and play a little football.
Why don't you throw
Why don't you shut up? I'm running this club. 63 on 2. Ready, break. Set. 1, 2, 3.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 8 to go.
57 pass on 3. This is where I get you a touchdown for that kick you missed. Ready, break. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3.
I told you he was a phony. What are you talking about? He ain't got any protection. Yeah,
Williams, go on in for Carter.
That was a bad break for Sheridan. Benelli's kick was blocked by that hard-charging Dartmoor line. Williams has replaced Carter at halfback for Sheridan.
What's wrong out there?
My timing seems to be way off on those blocks.
You can sit on the bench for a few weeks and maybe it'll come back to you.
It's Dartmoor's ball with less than a minute to go. Last year at mid-stage, Benelli broke up several ball games in the last few minutes of play. But it's doubtful if he'll repeat that performance this afternoon. You can't score if you don't have the ball.
They're going to run the clock out on straight plays. And we can't win the game unless we got the ball.
How are we going to get it?
Steal it. We'll use a 6-3-2. As soon as the ball snaps, you linebackers shoot through fast. Tackle the ball. Got it?
Right.
Let's go. On 2. Ready? Break.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Call that defensive play, but whoever he is, I'm going to give him a medal.
Let's try that 57 pass. I can get behind that left half.
That's a real good idea, Stan. Now, if you jokers will give me a little protection. On 3. Ready. Break. All right, let's go. 53. Ready. Set. 1, 2, 3.
You know, it's barely possible that Benelli is just as good as he thinks he is.
Oh, I've always thought he was.
Ready. Ready, set. One. Ready, set.
5 yards. Delay in the game. What's wrong, Nick? I don't know. I must have got the wrong helmet.
It's your haircut, Nick.
What's this?
$6 I owe you. You got the haircut.
Oh,
I suppose you know what we asked you out for, Nick.
Yeah, Hunt said I'd get a free meal.
It's probably the last free one you get. From now on, you pay.
Don't discourage him, Stan. We'd like to have you in the club, Nick. That is, if you'd care to join.
Fellas, it'd be a pleasure.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Glad to have you with us, Nick.
Come on in, Howie. We've got a new member.
Sure glad you're in the club.
Think you'll like it here, Nick?
I know I will.
Get him out of here.
Look, Howie, I'm
You
sorry.
heard me. I said beat it.
Oh, wait a minute, Nick.
Look, I don't want to cause any trouble. I'll see you later, Hunt.
And good riddance.
You've been a sore head as far as Nick is concerned ever since the first time you met him. You've tried to job him in football and blame him for the trouble you got into down at the Pewter Mug. Personally, I'm getting a little tired of it. I've talked to the rest of the fellas. We like him, and we want him with us.
As long as I'm the head of this club, Benelli isn't welcome. If he moves in, I move out.
Have it your own way. I don't think we're going to miss you too much. Stan, bring Nick back.
Well, gee, fellas, I don't know what to do. You all fancy quarterbacks. You got to remember there are 11 men on a team, and each position is just as important as the other. Time out, fellas. I'll see you later.
You want to ride?
No, I'm not going very far. Hey, where'd you get the good-looking car? You buy it?
It belongs to a friend of mine. I can use it any time I want to.
I thought you didn't like Carter.
A girl can change her mind, can't she?
Yeah, I'm just wondering how much.
I guess you'd be pretty surprised if I married him.
You'll never make it, Susie.
I suppose I'm not good enough for him.
No, it's just that things don't stack up that way, that's all.
You're just saying that because you don't like him and because you're jealous.
I'm not jealous, Susie. I just don't want to see anybody get into trouble. Howard's on a year's probation. If he's caught in that rat trap
You
again...
leave Howard alone and stay out of my business.
Regular close T formation. Then you'll see them come down into position. Of course, there's our boy Nick in at quarterback. Sometimes they use a long count, so watch the ball on defense, you linemen. This is that fake pass and run play that Nick runs so well. They may still have the same play this year, even though Nick is with us. There's one thing you got to say for them. They really pick up that ball carrier. Watch that blocking. Another thing, our pursuit must be all the way. I believe Nick ran better last year than he is this year. He really got those knees up there. You see how easy it is to get 6 points if you really have the blocking.
Hey, how about the
I guess I looked real good in there, didn't I, gentlemen?
Right. Pipe down. I think that'll give you a pretty good idea of what we're up against tomorrow. We've had a pretty good football season. You're a fine football team, and I'm proud of you. I usually save that talk for the gridiron banquet, but I thought I'd better give it early this year because I might have to change it after the game tomorrow.
They only play 11 men, don't they?
Just bring them on.
Do any of them have more than 2 arms and 2 legs?
I understand they got a new quarterback. It's got 2 heads. Get a good night's rest. You're going to need it tomorrow. That's all.
Howard,
What do you want?
I hear you've been spending a lot of time down at the Pewter Mug.
It's my time.
You'll have a lot more of it if Banning finds out about it.
Why don't you report me?
I don't want to see you get into trouble.
You've got me in plenty of it already. So do me a favor. Shut up and let me alone.
Okay. That's the way you want it.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'm going to hit the sack. Sounds like a rough day tomorrow.
It won't be any worse than the Battle of the Bulge.
You're real helpful.
Don't pay any attention to him, Stan. All the guys in the mid-state team are his pals.
You should have such good pals.
Don't you think they'll try to make you look good, Nick?
Want to trade jerseys with me for the game?
We've played some pretty tough clubs this season.
That's right. But we've never played a club like this.
These guys are hand-picked, and they play football for one reason, to win. And when they hit you, they don't want you to go down. They want you to go to the hospital.
Oh, as long as you're on your feet, Nick.
Do you think we ought to show up tomorrow?
Sentinel Club, Benelli speaking.
Nick, how are you? This is David Carter.
May I speak to Howard, please?
Hello, Mr. Carter. Howard isn't here right now. Just a moment. I just checked with the boys, and they say he's at the library. I guess he wasn't expecting you.
Well, it's not important. I just got back from Europe and thought I'd come up for the game. I'm staying here at the inn.
Right, sir. I'll tell him when he comes in. Good night.
Who was it?
Some wealthy dame wanted to adopt me. Happens all the time. I'm going to turn in.
Good night, Nick.
Good night. See you in the morning.
Howie. Howie, I brought you some black coffee.
The last time will you get that college boy out of here? He gets loaded, and I got nothing but trouble.
Look, Eddie, I'm off shift in a half an hour. I'll take care of him.
I don't know why.
I guess you'd take care of somebody if you were going to get married to him.
He must be stiffer than I thought.
What do you want?
I'm looking for Carter.
He hasn't been in all evening.
He's right over there. And I'd consider it a favor if you'd get him out of here.
Wake up, Howie. We're going home. Wake up.
Leave him alone.
Beat it.
Don't tell me what to do. Now get out of here. I'll take care of him.
I said beat it. Now, come on, Howie. Your father's in town and he wants to see you. Now, Howie, will you please come home? We got a football game tomorrow. Come on, Howie. I gotta get you home. We got a football game.
Police department, send the riot squad. Another fight at the Pewter Mud.
Nick.
Hi. I guess you heard what happened.
Dean Banning called me up and told me that my star quarterback had just gotten himself thrown out of school. Sure sorry to see you go, son.
Why? Because you need me in the game?
Oh, I don't care about the game. I've lost so many of them that one more just doesn't matter. This might sound like a lot of hogwash to you, but it's the truth. Winning just isn't that important. We still like to feel that football helps to build a little character. It's done quite a bit for you, son. Funny tradition they have here about this walk. That kissing business. Don't look so worried. You don't have to kiss me. I was thinking about Sharon. Have you talked to her?
No, I'd rather write to her.
Well, I guess that'd be the easiest thing to do. Only she might not think so. What do you aim to do next?
I don't know.
You could come back here next year.
I don't think I can make it without a scholarship.
I know what you mean, but you've got a lot of ability, son. Don't let it go to waste. Well, I've got to go out and watch a football game. Want to come along?
No, I don't think I want to see it.
Well, I sort of feel the same way, but the team might think it was kind of funny if I didn't show up.
Coach, do me a favor.
What?
Put Carter in the game.
Why?
Well, his father's in town, and I think it'd be kind of important to him if he saw Howard play.
I'll think about it. So long, Nick.
Goodbye, sir, and thank you for everything, and good luck today.
Let me know what happens.
I will. So long.
Hey, now wait a minute.
I just wanted to find out what happened to me last night.
Maybe you better ask Susie.
Nick. You're not mad at me, are you?
Am I supposed to be?
Well, I don't know. Hey, what are you doing in here?
What's wrong with that?
Well, you're supposed to be out there playing football.
Not today. I got kicked out of school.
What for?
You ought to know. You're the one that slugged him and left him here for the cops.
Gee, I didn't know they kicked you out of school for that.
They also expel you for murder, arson, criminal assault.
Nick, when you get thrown out of school, who's the one who does it?
The dean of men.
Don't go away. Oh, Professor Banning. Gee, am I glad I caught you alone. I mean to talk to you.
Well, ordinarily that'd be a pleasure, Miss Ward, but please be brief. It's almost time for the game.
That's what I want to talk to you about. I just heard that Nick Benelli got expelled from school, and Sheridan can't win without him.
Unfortunately, your information's correct.
That's why you have to do something about it.
What would you suggest?
You could let him back in school,
I'm afraid that's impossible.
but you wouldn't want to throw him out for something he didn't do, would you?
Just what do you mean?
It was all my fault. Nick was trying to help one of the boys, and he started fighting. And if I hadn't hit him with a bottle...
Who was the other boy?
I wouldn't tell you that.
No, I suppose you wouldn't. You're telling me the truth, aren't you, Susie?
Cross my heart.
Come on.
Where are we going?
See the president of the college, and we haven't much time.
The president?
Mid-State has just won the toss and elected to receive. They're the odds-on favorites in this contest, especially since Sheridan will be playing without the services of its quarterback, Nick Benelli. Benelli was expelled from school this morning. We hope to have the full story on this case before the game is ended. Coach Clifford Colton's great Mid-State 11 went into this game with an unbroken string of 26 victories. It's too early to judge here in the opening minutes of play, but this will probably be number 27. Here's the play.
We're coming right through you on this one, Buster.
Ready, set, 1, 2, 3, 4. What's wrong with you? Nothing. These guys just got no sense of humor.
I wonder what came over Nick. I talked to him last night. He seemed to be all right then.
I don't know what to think, Mr. Carter. I haven't heard from him.
It's 2nd and 7. Mid-State comes out of the huddle, lines up in a tight T.
What do you think, Herman? I think I'm coaching the wrong team.
Mid-State has just scored on a beautifully executed pitch-out that caught Sheridan flat-footed. Listen to that crowd.
Ready, set, 1, 2, 3.
Carter.
Yes, sir?
Go on in at left half.
Yes, sir.
The kick was wide, and Mid-State goes into the lead by a score of 6-0. They're lining up for the kickoff. Here's a substitution. Carter, number 21, is replacing Williams at left half for Sheridan. McManus picked up another first down on a drive over center. Sheridan calls for timeout. There's the Sheridan band. Let's pick them up.
Benelli. Took
Professor, what are you doing in this joint? Don't ask questions, just come along with us. I think we can still make it in time for the second half.
I don't want to see the game.
You aren't going to see it, you're going to play in it.
Hey, you forgot to pay for your sandwich.
Send the bill to me.
The stadium clock is ticking away the seconds here in the third quarter of this game. The score remains the same, 6-0. Sheridan apparently came out here to play a football game. With the exception of one scoring drive in the early minutes of play, they fought this Mid-State team to a standstill. It's Sheridan's ball, 4th down, 8 to go.
I don't know. Susie and the Dean came down.
Don't bother to tell me. Get on the next team.
Well, if it isn't the All-American, the Wonder Boy.
Here, Gransky. Thought you got kicked out of school. They found out they couldn't win without me, so they let me back in.
Just smart you to stay down, Hotshot. You're the target for today.
Professor Banning, what's she doing?
We just made her an honorary quarterback.
I thought she was responsible for Nick being...
She's also responsible for his being back in school.
How you been doing through the line? Losing yardage. All right, let's lose a little more. 27 on 3. Ready? Break! 53. Ready? Set! 1, 2, 3. Just a sample of what you got coming, hot shot. Why don't you quit while you're still alive? I can't. I'm the target for the day. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3.
What are you trying to do, Benelli? Kill somebody?
Slipper, you remember me. You told me once you wouldn't know me the next time you saw me.
Nick, I drew a blank last night. I didn't know you were in trouble till just before the game.
Forget it.
You didn't tell Banning I was there.
I didn't see any reason both of us getting kicked out.
Let's take this game, shall we?
I don't know what's going on, folks. Carter stopped Benelli on the way back to the huddle. They shook hands on something. I hope it was important. The referee set him back 5 yards for delaying the game.
Let's go.
57. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3.
Why don't he throw it? Who's calling this game? You or him?
Ready, set. 1, 2, 3.
What's the matter, Wonder Boy? You haven't made any touchdowns yet.
You know me, Gronsky. I win him in the last minute of play. All right, now. Let's run off the right tackle. Howie, you stay right behind me and to my left.
Why?
I'm going to make you a hero. 62A on 3. Ready? Break! 53. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3. Good boy,
If you ever made one good in your life, make this one.
You just hold the ball. Conversion on 3. Ready, break! Ready, set. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, fellas, come on. Here's the real hero of today's game.
Now, wait a minute. I want to talk to you.
What about?
There's an old tradition about walking your girl down John Alden Lane.
There's an older tradition.